The Maharishi Peace Park at the center of the MERU campus is a legacy project by Raja couple. It's a labor of love of Raja Paul and Susie Potter, and an amazing addition to our community. It's so beautiful to go into the park, and I remember before the glass houses were constructed, in the summertime, my husband and I, we would take lunch from the dining hall and bring it there and sit on the grass on a blanket in the shade of a tree. And we'd just enjoy the fresh breeze in the hot midday. Let's look at the lovely short video presentation of the MERU Peace Park.
The Maharishi Peace Park is one of the first projects of the master plan for the development of the international capital of the global country of world peace. It is located at the center of the campus, which includes Maharishi's Peace Palace, global administration, program halls, residences, and the Maharishi Tower of Invincibility. The park has been constructed according to the principles of Vastu architecture, with walkways and a central fountain. 2 glass conservatories surrounded by shade trees, planting, and beautiful flowers have been built for meetings, events, and performances. All this has been possible thanks to the generous support by our global family. We warmly welcome you to join us to participate in the remaining projects, including lighting throughout the park, a Vedic fountain, new plantings, and interactive displays about MERU and Maharishi's vision for a peaceful world. Please visit our website to learn more about the park and how you can participate.
Raja Paul, that's a great presentation which gave us a taste of the park. Can you tell us a bit more about why the park is so important?
The Maharishi Peace Park is located at the center of the MERU campus, and it's providing a beautiful oasis of silence in the midst of the campus while the construction of the rest of the campus is underway. The park features a central fountain with roses around it in the middle of a central square with benches. And at either end of the park, glass conservatories are used for meetings and events.
There have been some lovely events in the Maharishi Peace Park over the past year that have really brought life to MERU. Can you tell us more about these events?
Yes, a major event in the park was a Gandharva Veda concert at the conclusion of the Guru Purnima celebrations last year, with the South Glass Conservatory serving as a dramatic backdrop, beautifully lit under the trees in the dusk, creating joy in the hearts of everyone. Another great event, using the semicircular ceramic tile stage in front of the South Glass House, was a sublime Vedic dance performance by Yagya, a celebrated Vedic dancer from India. This was in the late afternoon. And the park has also proved to be an ideal venue for MERU open house events, including banquets under shade tents on the lawns between the central fountain and the glass conservatories. And these conservatories have provided an ideal venue for meetings, small courses, and events such as birthday celebrations in the soft atmosphere of the garden.
And with these gorgeous events, the park must be providing an inspiration also for further developments of the campus, right?
Yes, we would like to see the Maharishi Peace Park serve as a catalyst to speed the development of the rest of the campus. It's thrilling to see each phase of the master plan realized step by step. Today, for example, the foundation stone ceremony for 3 new buildings was a really important step.
It really seems that the park is like a seed of the campus. You know, the more the attention it gets, the more the whole campus develops. Tell us, how has the park been able to develop over the years?
Well, with the support from many generous donors over the years, including Rajas, Rajajashris, and well-wishers from many countries. For example, Raja Andreas and Linda K. Thrassi started a special initiative 2 years ago by sponsoring the construction of the South Glass Conservatory on behalf of 2 countries of their Raja domain, Yemen and Djibouti. And the following year, they sponsored the second glass conservatory on behalf of 2 other countries of their domain, Greece and Cyprus. And this established a beautiful connection between their domains and the park. They were honored with beautiful plaques of appreciation placed in each conservatory. And so this is really now an inspiration to other countries to support projects in the park, establishing a beautiful presence at the international capital of the global country of world peace.
What a fantastic initiative. You know, if each domain would support the park, even with small contribution, doesn't need to be such a big one. Imagine what the park could look like quite soon, right? What's your vision for the park, Rajapal?
Well, the design for the Maharishi Peace Park was actually laid out years ago by Dr. Ike Hartman, according to the principles of Vastu Vidya. It's part of the master plan for the campus. The basic infrastructure of the park by now has been installed, but there's so much more embellishment that could be done now to make the park really glorious. And so many good suggestions have come from those who've supported and enjoyed the park over the years. The park is really a living, growing home for everyone at the center of the MERU campus, and is sure to continue to evolve and improve along with the rest of the campus over the years.
So what would be the next practical steps in bringing the park closer to this vision?
Well, a very first step would be to install 8 teak wood benches around the central fountain. And actually last week we installed the first 4 of these benches with a generous donation, but we'd really hope to be able to complete the final 4 by Guru Purnima.
And I also saw their brick pathways, which is quite an accomplishment. I also heard that you plan a white pebble path somewhere in the park.
Yes, this would add great richness to the park. This was actually a suggestion of Raja Alberto and Margarita, who are leading the development of the whole campus. And they felt pebble pathways would add a nice texture to the experience of walking through the park. And these pathways will connect the smaller squares on the north and south ends of the park to Austrian swing seats facing east along the western border of the park, where we have a new hedge. And we hope to complete these pathways by Guru Purnima.
Lovely. I also noticed you have some arches in the park with flowers growing up.
Oh, yes. And we're creating arch tunnels with jasmine plants on them along the brick pathways. And this project has been supported also by Raja Andreas and Linda, as well as one of our dear Rajajashris. So we will complete these also for sure by Guru Purnima.
Well, you have some very concrete plans for the park for the next 3 weeks by Guru Purnima. And you said there's a need for more shade trees so that the glass houses can be in use even in the hot summer months.
Yeah, this is very important. We have had generous donations for 4 Anapalonia trees by a very kind Rajajashri. These trees grow very quickly and have beautiful purple blossoms in the springtime. And with their huge leaves, they provide excellent shade in the summer months. So we've planted 4 of these Anapalonia trees around the South Glass Conservatory, but now we still need these shade trees for the North Conservatory.
Yes, one can really notice the difference between the south because it's more in shade, so it's much more pleasant than the north one at the moment. It's very much needed. And lastly, you also mentioned that lights would be installed in the park.
Yes, this will add a glory to the park, and we would like to install lighting throughout the park before the winter of this year.
Thank you so much, Rajapal, for sharing your vision for the Peace Park and for enabling the park to thrive, and for holding that vision of the park to become greater and greater with every small step on the way. If you'd like to be privileged in having a tree or a bench or a fountain named in your country or domain, you can click on the link below, meru.globalcountry.org/peacepark, and join the initiative started by Raj Andreas and Linda K. Thrassi. Actually, they're even going to enhance their support, and they said that they'll match fund up to 2,500 euros for any new donation that comes in after our interview.